Okay, so the first one that I got wrong, you know that this is 37, this is 25, and this is 19. And so you can split this in half. So you know that this line is 18 and this line is 18, and that this line is 12.5 and this line is 12.5. So then you can draw an imaginary triangle there, or triangles, and then you can do 19 squared plus 18.5 squared, so 19 squared plus 18.5 squared equals 361 plus 342.25, and when you add those together it equals 703.25, and then you have to find the square root of that, which equals 26.5. So they're saying that these two lines equals 26.5, and that's your radius. So then you can go over to this side and you can do 26.5 squared. So 26.5 squared minus 12.5 squared equals 703.25 minus 156.25, which equals 547. So then you have to find the square root of that, which equals 23.3, which is x. Okay, the next question I got wrong was number 9, and that was just a stupid mistake because I thought this was 7 and this was 7, and I thought they were talking about x as a whole, and I was like, oh, well, that's 14, but that's only this part, which is just 7. Okay, next one was 19. Alright, and you have to find the measure of CAP, and the measure of CBD was 70 degrees, and you know that these are 90 degrees, even if it's not drawn to scale, and you know that a quadrilateral has 360 degrees minus the 290 degrees that you know of. So that's 360 minus 90 minus 90 equals 180, and then you have to subtract the given 70 degrees, this part, and then that gives you 110. And then, so this angle right here is 110, but you know that each angle is congruent, so if you divide it by 2, each angle actually equals 55 degrees, so number 19 is C. And then moving on to number 23, we have this is 21, this is given that is 21 degrees, and so if you look at this arc right here, 21, if you want to get this arc, you multiply this angle measure by 2 to get the arc measure, so 21 times 2 equals 42 degrees. And then if you want to find this measure, since this angle is out of the radiuses, that means that that this angle measure will be the same as the arc measure, so therefore angle O is 42 degrees, so 23 is A. And then 24, you have, let's see, okay, so you have to do 90 degrees times 2 to find this arc measure, so you have 90 degrees times 2, which means this whole part right here is 180 degrees. So then, to find, that's the arc measure of DAB, and then next you have to do, you're given that this angle equals 51 degrees, so if you go from here to here, you want to find this arc measure right here, CB, then you do 51 times 2, which equals 102 degrees, which means if you add 180, 102, you'll get you'll get all as CAD. So then 180 plus 102 equals 282 degrees, which is A. Okay, going on to question number 25. We have that you have to find out which statement is false, and so you have the 53. This arc measure right here will be twice as much as this, so you know that 53 times 2 is 106. And since this is an angle made out of the radiuses from the center point, this angle measure will be the same as this arc measure, so therefore this is 106 as well as this. And then after that, you can do 180 minus 106 will leave you with 74 degrees. So then this is also 74 degrees as well because it's an angle made from the center point, so they're the same. And that is not congruent to 73, so therefore C is a statement that is not true. And then going to 26. So since this is 53, this angle measure is made from the radii and the center point, so this arc measure is going to be 53 as well as this angle measure. And then since this intercepts the center point, you know that this this angle measure will be 53 divided by 2, which equals 26.5, so 26 is A. Let's see, then going on to 28, we have that 70, this is 74 because this angle is 74 and it's made from the center point. So then if you take 360 minus 74, you get 286. So ACB is 286, and you're trying to find the measure of BAC. So then if you take 286 minus 180, you get that equals 106. But then 106 you have to divide by 2, which equals 53. So 28 is 53. Okay, going on to 33, you have to do, first you need to find, well, you're trying to find the measure of angle D right here, and you know this, the measure of angle B is 57 degrees. So first you have to find the arc measure of this, so 57 times 2 equals 114 degrees. So then you have to take 360 degrees minus 114 leaves 246 degrees. So that all equals 246. And then if you subtract 246, or subtract 114 from 246, you get that this equals, angle D equals 66 degrees. So 33 is A. And then 42, it says 5, so you have point C and then points 5 centimeters, and I just figured that that could be like a circle, but if it's in any direction, that would be like a sphere. So 42 is actually A because we can go in any direction, not B. And then the last question was 43, which says points 3 inches from plane K. So if you have plane K, the answer is actually B. So you're going to have 2 parallel planes to K, so that means they have to be the same exact thing. 2 planes parallel to K, and each is 3 inches from K. And that's the only one that makes sense because you wouldn't put a sphere and you wouldn't put a circle, and there's no reason you would do lines. You'd make them planes. So that's